Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Layers of Fear blind playthrough and this is episode 3. And in the last episode things start getting really trippy. And I'm starting to realize how this game kind of works. It seems like in rose red fashion this mansion or house or whatever it is changes. And I don't know if it's because this house is possessed or something, or if the character we play as is just as I think the technical. Holy Christ! Paint deep lies. Okay.
Now, a tiny bit to the left. Yes, just like that. Hold that pose. I want to get all those lovely curves just right.
Okay. Yes, I think the technical term is batshit crazy. This place is jacked. And as I think I started to mention in the previous video, this is the first game I record on my PlayStation 5, the only PlayStation 5 game I've had time to play before this was Demon's Souls Remastered. So now I have played every game in the Souls series. Where are the rats? Now I played through all the games in the Souls series and I must say I really enjoyed it. It was super fun. Bit rough around the edges, and that's okay because in all actuality the original game came out in 2009 and the only thing they've done, I think, in the remaster is completely rebuild the graphics, but the gameplay is screeching arsonists, echoing screams, they stop at nothing, I won't go down easy. These almost feel like scraps of death metal lyrics. But going back to Demon's Souls, as I said, I think it was just the graphics have been entirely rehauled. Oh shh. Now I'm scared that there's something behind me. Let's turn around really fucking slow. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I love the artwork in this game. I have always liked dark art, so to speak. Big fan of Geiger's work when I was younger, the guy who designed Alien and the Nostromo ship in Alien, and did a lot of biomechanic stuff. Also liked an artist called Vincent Castiglia, and yeah, more artists that turned more towards the dark. And so I really like the aesthetic of this game, even though once again, without going into too much detail, but there is a puckering effect going on at times. Because as I've said, I like horror games, I like horror movies, Not a big fan of jump scares. Hey, in regards to your previous letter, I'm sure it's nothing to be too concerned about. Women tend to get weird after having a baby. Hormone imbalances and the like. When we had our first, I remember Valerie got the blues real bad. I would ask her what she wanted for lunch and she'd just burst into tears. Just be there for her and I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Now I know I promised not to rush you and by all means enjoy your well deserved time off. But just to let you know, I'm getting phone calls up the yin yang. Sounds painful. Commissions left and right. You're a hot ticket, my friend. Maybe you should strike the iron while it's hot. But of course, the family comes first. Your friend and agent Thomas Caldwell. Yes, I think that is called like uh, birthing psychosis or something. Where women get post-birth depression. Uh, Only reason I know that is I saw a horror movie once that was called I Could Hear Someone Crying. The movie was called Baby Blues. And from what I can recall, I think it was quite a good movie. This is gonna suck. Ah, it's locked.
Hello. It's about time for us to talk, don't you think? I mean, I've seen you in my house so many times, and yet I could never find the courage to face you directly. Not until now.
Okay. Uh, and then it got darker. Shit. Just so you know, it wasn't me that closed the door. So brace yourself for potential jump scares. Uh, okay. So should we just head for the door? I don't trust this. Something's gonna happen. Even more garlic. Uh, First step is the hardest. Anything else inspirational on the walls? Ah, we're back in the kitchen. That's nice. Kitchens always feel soothing and safe. But my first impressions of the PlayStation 5, having played through Demon Souls, as I said, I really enjoy the console. Okay. I did mention kitchens are supposed to be safe, right? big knife and a brick wall. Okay.
First, I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas.
Is that a piece of
I had
skin?
to find a knife. Not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor. So I used a razor, in fact, and then carefully flayed the skin. Booze helped keep my hand steady.
Okay. Uh, why is this place still so dark? I can't see shit I'm doing. Am I supposed to put this on the paint? And suddenly we have a Cannibal Corpse cover. Shapeless Dreams. Oh, is this like a photo album where you can... My love. Ah, that's... Ah. Okay, so this is like where you put in all the collectibles, I guess. Haven't found much. Deep breaths, remember, you're a professional. It's just the first few strokes, then you're over the hump. What's so hard about it? Well, there we have another piece of... Okay, that's the same note. Locked. 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 They're all fucking locked. But I think I saw another... No, that's a candle. That's the rat pictures. Okay. So, I'm guessing this is how it works. We are gonna collect things for that painting. And by finding pieces of skin, apparently, our protagonist is gonna be inspired to paint. Interesting. But once again, I'm gonna try to talk about the PlayStation 5. I really enjoy the controller. I think it is superb. I like the shape, I like the weight of it. It feels a bit more sturdy than the PlayStation 4 controller. Even though I always liked the PlayStation 4 controller, this one feels a little bit more sturdy. Okay. There was someone walking over there. Yes, it feels a little bit more sturdy, and it has a little detail on it that my girlfriend found on TikTok, which I think is absolutely amazing, and that is like this outside or the outer edge and the back side of the horns, so to speak, where you grip it. The plastic is a little bit structured. And first, I didn't think much about it because I thought it was a nice touch because gives you a better grip. Not that you're like flaying the controller around when you play usually, but it makes it feel like oh, it's a painting. I did tell you I don't really have the nerves for this, right? Dear sir, while I can certainly understand that you are upset and I have nothing but sympathy for your wife and yourself, I must categorically state that I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you in this matter. Any skin graft procedure is extremely complicated and inherently associated with the risk of failure. Having stated that, I assure you that me and my colleagues at St. Anne have made every effort to ensure a positive outcome for your wife. Personally speaking, I believe we have done the best job possible considering the extent of tissue damage. You are, of course, entitled to your opinion, and I can certainly understand your disappointment. What I do not understand is how you seem to think writing hateful letters to me or my fellow doctors will ameliorate the situation. As I've already stated, I can certainly understand you've been under a lot of stress as of late, and thus I will not press charges if you refrain from any future correspondence. Let me make it absolutely clear that I will not tolerate any further threats aimed at my staff, my family, or myself. If you wish to seek psychological help, I can have my assistant provide contact information for several specialists who would be more than competent to help you get through these hard times. With regards and best wishes for you and your wife, William H. Green, MD. The thing is, this guy feels a lot like he would really need help, but he doesn't seem like the type that would actually seek it. But we have a key. And once again, this place has changed.
Why did you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least until I finish painting this one part. Oh, don't make me beg.
Okay. So that is still locked. Going back to talking about the PlayStation 5. As I said, I really like the controller. Feels sturdy. The shape reminds me a little bit about an Xbox controller. Only thing, only criticism I can come with at this early stage is that I think still PlayStation suffers from issues with battery uh, battery endurance, or what the fuck you call it, how long you can play without having to recharge the battery. One of the first things I bought for my PlayStation was an extra controller and a charge stand, so I can switch in between them if I want to go on playing binges. And in comparison to Xbox One, for example, because I spent some time playing Ori and the Blind Forest on Xbox, and I played through that game. I think I spent like 15 hours playing through that game and never had to charge my Xbox One controller. But I feel like the PlayStation 5 controllers you have to charge a lot more often, and also with PlayStation 4. You can see I'm being very hesitant going up there, and that is because I'm planning on ending this episode right here and will venture up in the next one. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.